Henderson kicks to Kid Gilchrist. Let's go. And that one comes up a bit short.
He's been trying to add that mid-range shot to his arsenal, but it still isn't there.
Williams with the ball, picked up by Thompson. Williams passes to Henderson. Good, and it's Williams who picks up the assist. Henderson's got 11 points.
I'm not sure that was the play they had set up, but it was too good a look to pass up.
Irving drives in, out to Harris. Back to Irving. Three-pointer. They get the rebound.
And poor shooting from him this quarter. His shooting percentage nowhere near where he'd like it to be.
Kid Gilchrist, no luck. Now, here's Thompson. Pass to Irving. Three-pointer. And the shot is good. He's got 13.
Yeah, he had to get that shot off quickly because the defense was all over him.
Yeah, that's the key, Steve. The quick trigger. Any hesitation in that shot gets...
Renzo pretty lucky. And as we welcome you back, we begin our second half. So far, not a tightly contested game, guys, but, you know, anything can happen. Kyrie Irving really making a difference here.
I know we've said this many times before, but I'll say it again. He had a great first half, just an explosive offensive display there.
At the end of the day, I wouldn't be surprised if we're talking about what a great second half he had. He can usually keep it going for all four quarters.
LeBron is the three with Thompson at the four. Kyrie Irving is out there with J.R. Smith, and it's Mozgov in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. That's the five for Cleveland right now. Kicks it out to James. Outside Irving. Knocked loose. Clock at 6. And oh, here we go with Henderson.
How's that for a one-man show? Put this fella on Broadway. Self-service.
the most magnificent alley-oop he could have chosen.
And he pulled it off, too. Remarkable.
Here's LeBron. 7 points in the game.
Well, Gerald Henderson is not the most lethal outside shooter, but I really like the way he's learning to move without the ball. He's very opportunistic with his cuts whenever his defender turns his head.
But he can't do it all. I mean, he's scoring big numbers, but he's got to get some help from his teammates.
The shot's good on the assist by Walker. Henderson's got 4 this quarter.
And at the offensive end, he's done about as much as they could have hoped for today.
The Cavaliers trail by 18. And Henderson most comfortable, it seems, Steve, shooting from the corners.
Yeah, like most players, you know, Kevin, that's the easier shot, 22 feet instead of 23.9. He shot a good percentage from there. Not really a long-range shooter per se, which is why you didn't see him, you know, shoot effectively from the top of the circle or on the wings.
Thompson misses.
Well, they need a shot or two to fall here soon. They're only 1 of 4 since the break.
Now let's send it to Doris from the sideline.
Well, guys, the Cavs' David Blatt, the first ever NBA head coach directly hired from the international ranks. Though he grew up near Boston, a die-hard Celtics fan, he represents all the aspiring NBA coaches from abroad, saying, quote, "I feel a great sense of responsibility. I feel like I've got to do a good job." Kevin, he's certainly got the personnel to do it.
A roster loaded with talent, Doris. Indeed. Thank you. Charlotte calls timeout.
Yeah, he definitely saw some things that were not working for them out there, and now he's going to make some adjustments.
I'm not sure what it was, but he clearly wanted something to change out there.
And the Cavaliers with some changes. Shumpert is checked in for Mozgov. And it's Matthew Dellavedova in for Kyrie Irving. And then for Charlotte, Biombo, he's checked in for Jefferson. Zeller comes in for Marvin Williams. And Lance Stevenson subbed in for Gerald Henderson. They're going to turn it over. They couldn't get it inbounds that time. Here's the 2K leaderboard. These teams have been fantastic from three-point land in the last 10. Second, the Cavaliers.
The main factor, I think, is the great spacing that has led to wide-open long-range shots. That's why we see the great numbers from the three-point line.
Out of bounds. Charlotte takes possession.
All right, a chance to check out the numbers for Kemba Walker. Over the last month, he's been one of the standouts statistically in the league. He's around 14 points per game, 5 assists and 5 rebounds. Just solid all-around performances we've been seeing from him. Playing right at the level we expect.
Yeah, we've seen him play better, but those are still numbers that are pretty superb by any measure.
Here's Zeller.
Unbelievable.
How did he do that?
Well, there you go. One team operating on all cylinders at either end, steals, fast break buckets, and the other team scrambling to find its game.
Yeah, they've done a great job causing havoc and then taking advantage in transition offensively.
Three from Stevenson. And Shumpert pulls it down. The Cavaliers trail by 15.
Iman Shumpert, an aggressive perimeter defender with lockdown potential. Still very foul prone early in his career, but he's got a chance to be elite defensively as he continues to grow.
And the Hornets making a change here. Williams is checked in. They grab their own miss. Out to Shumpert. Here's Dellavedova. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Dellavedova's got his second basket of the night.
Well, you can't leave him alone, especially from long range.
And Shumpert, fantastic athlete. Great quickness and leaping ability.
Yeah, he's rebounded very well from his ACL injury, and he's got a nice handle to go along with good passing ability. A lot of upside remaining in his game. Nice pass. He got the ball right. Right into his teammate's shooting pocket. On time and on target.
J.R. Smith on the wing. He's guarded by Stevenson. Hornets leading by 14. A fast break now for Charlotte. Here's Biyombo. And James pulls it down. James has got his third rebound on the night. Shumpert gets a wide open look. No good on the three. For Charlotte, they've gone a somewhat subpar 4 of 10 on their shots in the second half so far. And the whistle blows, and it's going to be an over-the-back call here.
Obviously, he's not afraid of physical play, but he still needs to play in control.
And he definitely wasn't in control that time. Everybody in the building knew it was an over-the-back call.
The first one falls, and Cleveland making a change here. That one is no good. And here is Williams. He's got 11. Oh, and that dunk by Stevenson.
Tell you what, he's going to put that one in his scrapbook. Absolutely insane with that dunk.
Well, now they're starting to rub it in, aren't they? Have build up a lead, and here we go, folks. It's showtime.
And why not? I mean, the more plays they make like that.
And as we end the third quarter, Cavaliers trail by 15, and Charlotte looking who they've got. Marvin Williams is out there with Henderson. Then there's Al Jefferson. And there's Kemba Walker. And it's Williams at the two-guard spot. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Hornets.
Well, their passing has been picturesque, a thing of beauty in both halves. More than a few of their baskets have come off assists.
And the other thing they're doing is they're forcing turnovers and then converting those miscues into points at the other end.
Front past the arc. James, no good.
That's something they need to do more of. Get after it on the glass. Go get those boards.
Any extra possessions that you can get, either through steals or rebounds, are so critical in this game.
Irving from long range. And that's out of bounds. Cleveland will retain possession. And Kemba Walker is going to pick up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him.
That's his second personal foul. Second team foul.
And so it's Cleveland with it. Irving for 3. Blocked again.
He's still looking for his first three-pointer of the second half after making just one in the first.
The Cavaliers again can't hit. Mozgov kicks to Miller. Lets it go with the 3. Good on the shot, and with that, the Charlotte lead is cut down now to just 11 on the bucket from Irving.
He had one in the first as well. He can be dangerous. Keep an eye on him.
And the Hornets call time here. And with the fourth quarter push coming up here, the coach going over the game plan, and these players rehydrating themselves with Gatorade, recharging their bodies, refocusing their minds, and getting that strategy down to close out the game. Kid Gilchrist, he's checked in for Mo Williams. And now Doris Burke has an update from the sidelines.
Well, Kevin, Steve Clifford was just going over the game plan with his team. He wants to make sure they stay assertive and aggressive on the offensive end, saying, I don't want to sit on this lead. Let's build on it and not give them a chance of coming back. Guys?
All right, Doris, thank you very much. It's not possible what we just said. Clark, is that possible?
Not probable, but it is possible, partner.
It's possible. Not
Holy
probable.
smokes.
It is possible. I don't know what all that meant, but you're right, Clark.
The Cavaliers trail by 15. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there. It's going to go on Michael Kidd-Gilchrist.
And the defense looking to protect the rim at all costs.
Yeah, I like that. A foul to save the layup. Make him earn it at the line.
A different look now for Cleveland. Thompson comes in for James Jones. And J.R. Smith's subbed in for Mike Miller. And it's Kidd-Gilchrist penetrating. Mozgov with the block. Back to LeBron from 12 feet out. And he hits the jump shot. LeBron's got 5 points now this quarter.
Well, he certainly isn't the one to blame for them being in the hole. He's been on the money with his game.
Here's Jefferson, and the basket good. And the Hornets lead by 13.
Boy, they are passing the ball very crisply right now.
They sure are. That's 3 straight buckets that have come off of assists.
Irving for 3. Yes, and it's LeBron picking up the assist. LeBron's got 3 assists tonight.
Right now, the defense needs to do a better job of closing out on this guy. He's heating up from outside.
And Williams, here we go. Henderson, no one around him. And right away, they match it with a 3-pointer of their own.
You know, there's no better sign of how efficiently a team is operating than their assist numbers. And theirs are fantastic.
It's just beautiful basketball to watch, Clark.
LeBron kicks to Irving. No good with the triple. Hornets leading by 13. Outside for Jefferson. It's a nice pass in here by Charlotte. And a wide open look for Walker. Misses the 3.
Well, his shot's been off today, no question. He's not the guy they're going to want to look to if they want to keep this lead where it is. And these are the types of games where it's obvious one team clearly had the edge. Tonight, it's going to be a great win by a large margin for the Hornets.
Clark, their inside game was what secured them to win tonight.
Yeah, Kevin, they had their way in the paint, and those are all high percentage shots.
And so checking out their record tonight, that'll mark win number 32 overall.
Well, they've had this team's number all season. 2 wins in 2 meetings. Doesn't seem to matter what building they play in.
Yeah, I thought the result might be different this time around, but clearly I was mistaken. I mean, now they'll have to wait until next year for a shot at revenge.
Looking at who's out there now for the Cavaliers. Jones checked in for James. Miller comes in for Smith. And it's Matthew Dellavedova in for Kyrie Irving.
This is going to be a great game for them. No win on the road comes easy in the NBA. Nice performance.
Any player loves sending his own fans home happy. He loves even more sending opposing fans home miserable.
5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. Shots good by Miller. The Hornets have gone 6 of 11 since the start of the fourth quarter. Stevenson inside the three-point line. The Cavaliers pull it in.
You know, when the shot's not there for you, you've just got to recognize it and move the ball on.
Yeah, I think he had tunnel vision right there. His only thought was to shoot it, no matter what else was going on.